Freelance photography, the opportunities are endless, but have you thought about making it your side hustle? Well, in this episode, we're going to cover how you can do this. Welcome to the Side Hustle Show. This is the show where we break down the side hustles that are trending online and show you how we do it. I'm Lucas Sakara, your host, and in this episode, we are talking about freelance photography. Before we get started, I need you guys to hit that like button and subscribe, and let's get into the video. So what is a photographer? I'm sure most of us know what it is, but if you don't, a photographer is someone who practices photography and has a career in taking photos of people, events, objects, arts, or commercials. So how does it work? To become a photographer, you need to have the passion for creating and capturing content. Some professional photographers started their career as a hobby and eventually pursued it either in higher education, masterclasses, or learning on the job. So to start off, you need to decide what type of photography you want to do and what industry you want to work in. There are different types of photography, for example, portrait, fashion, sports, and editorial. All these types have their own field of work which photographers can specialize in. Next up, it's time to find a client to discuss the campaign and ideas. Now this is crucial as it will help you plan how to shoot and understand your task to meet the client's needs. You can also start by searching agencies as they have many clients on their books. As a photographer, you will work with a range of editing software such as Adobe Photoshop, Lightroom, and a few more. It's important that you understand how to use them as it will be the key to making money. Moving on to taking photos. First, you need to plan how you want to set up your shoot to achieve what your client needs. Let's also say you've taken a few masterclasses in photography and you've practiced on your family and friends. Now it's time to take photos for your client's campaign. Before you begin, make sure you have a good understanding with your client, create a shot list to prevent delays and mistakes when shooting. Finally, payment. Most photographers get paid per project, which is great if you have multiple projects.
So, you got my money?
Huh? Oh yeah, I'll pay you soon.
Yeah, well, here's a suggestion. Have the money by tomorrow and there won't be any problem.
You will also need to consider a buyout fee if you're working with brands or high-profile clients. So we've covered how it works, so let's go through the pros and cons. Variety of industries and travel. The great thing about photography is that you can work in many industries, countries, and for a variety of clients, from fashion to sport. The choice is yours. Flexible working hours. As a photographer, you decide when and how long you want to work. This is perfect if you're studying or working part-time. Make great money. As a photographer, you have the opportunity to make great money for working on global campaigns. All you need is one big break and your work could be on billboards. Crowded at the top. There's a lot of great photographers out there, and to make your work stand out will take time and a lot of hard work. Signing up to agencies is one way to get more work and make a name for yourself. Post-production. The editing process will take time since you will have to go through so many shots to achieve the client's vision. Meeting deadlines is key, as it will lead to more work and good references. Unsteady income. Like I mentioned earlier, most photographers get paid per project, so it's important that you work on different projects to maintain your income. Let's quickly recap the pros and cons. Pros: variety of industries and travel, flexible working hours, and make great money. Cons: crowded at the top, post-production, and unsteady income. Now this is the part of the show where we give an example of how I would do it, so let's get into it. First up, we need to learn how to take photos. It's important that you practice as much as you can to get to an advanced level so that clients can hire you. If you're completely new to this, don't stress. Apply for a few courses or watch tutorials on YouTube to learn the basics. Moving on to equipment. Cameras are what will help you get your shot. To start off, you need a reliable camera which can be found online, or you can use your phone, and once you become established, invest into better equipment. For this, I'll be using my smartphone, which has a very good camera to develop my skills, and when I reach an intermediate level, I'll invest into a reliable DSLR camera. Like I mentioned earlier, you'll be working with a range of design softwares. I'll be using Adobe Photoshop and Illustrator as it's the most common softwares and it's easy to use. Let's say you've picked up the trade and you are confident to start working on campaigns. You will now need to reach out to a few clients to work as a photographer. I'll say start searching for agencies as they have a variety of clients on their books so you can work for them.
Allow myself to introduce myself.
I will also create a website and upload my work to social media to build a following. You can also offer free test shoots to celebrities, influencers, or brands that you're fans of to build your portfolio and for a chance to get noticed. A great way to build your portfolio is to reach out to aspiring influencers and offer to do shoots for them in exchange for them tagging you in the photos. This can also work for musicians, event promoters, and anyone who regularly posts online. So let's say you have your client. Now it's time for the shoot. Before you begin, make sure you have a good understanding with your client and create a shot list to prevent delays and mistakes when shooting. It's important that you and the client are on the same page to make the creative process smooth. The key thing to remember is that you are bringing the client's vision to life, not yours. It's all about doing the best work for the client. Once you've completed the shoot, edit the images, deliver to your client, and wait for the campaign release date, and job done. Well guys, that's our show. Let us know in the comments below if you're thinking to start this as a side hustle. As always, leave a like if you enjoyed this video and don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you soon.